Hey, what's up and welcome to VS's Godrollhunting. In this episode we are reviewing the Tarantula introduced in Season 13, Season of the Chosen. This Arcos linear fusion rifle was firstly introduced in the vanilla game The World War campaign and received a rework in Season of the Chosen. It isn't a global loot pool and can be randomly obtained by playing the game. With the precision frame archetype, this linear fusion rifle can be compared and ranks alongside the Void Threaded Needle and the Solar Corsair's Wrath. Based comparison between those weapons displays that the Tarantula has the highest base range, a magazine size of 6 and overall the most reliable base stats. The Threaded Needle has the highest base stability. The other sets are mostly similar. One can remark that all of those demonstrated linear fusion rifles have low base handling and reload speed. At the same time, all of them offer different perks that to address and compensate this issue. Okay, let's inspect the offered perk pool. While the first and the second perk is identical, each weapon has unique adaptations for PvE, endgame and PvP. Most mentionable perks on the Tarantula are Box Briefing, Genesis and Snapshot Sight. Both the Corsair's Wrath and the Threaded Needle have ability enhancing perks with Trash and Demolitionist. Unique on the Corsair's Wrath is the High Impact Reserve, the Quick Draw and the Outlaw perk. Threaded Needle can stand out with the Rangefinder, the Auto-Loading Holster and the Warple perk. Summarize, the Tarantula has a range-focused base stat distribution and overperforms the other linear fusion rifles in this area. With Moving Target and Snapshot Sight, great adaptations for PvP are selectable. PvE can highly benefit from combinations of Feeding Frenzy, Rampage, Killclip or Dragonfly. Unfortunately, there is no valid DPS option and the endgame variety is clearly restricted. Still, especially because of the high range and the overall best base stats, this linear fusion rifle can deliver a solid performance with the right pair combinations. Those perks are Genesis, Field Prep, Firmly Planted and Box Briefing and require more static and distance playstyle. Alright, let's have a look at PvE rows. Great for PvE is a combination of Hammerforged Rifling and Particle Repeater or Polygon Rifling and Projection Fuse. Both will provide the same amount of range and stability. Feeding Frenzy is the top perk to have on PvE rolls and will decrease reload speed depending on previous rapid defeats. Great damage perks can be Killclip or Rampage. Killclip will increase weapon damage when reloading after a defeat. It will provide a 30% damage buff after a regular defeat and a 33% damage buff when reloading after a precision defeat. Minor Spec Mod can be equipped to increase weapon damage against regular combatants. Rampage will continuously increase weapon damage after defeats to a total damage buff of 33% after 3 defeats. The Rampage Spec Mod is a great addition and will extend the duration of the Rampage buff to 4.5 seconds. Another awesome PvE role can use Corkscrew Rifling and Particle Repeater. Corkscrew Rifling will overall improve range, stability and handling by a bit, and Particle Repeater will provide a stability bonus. A great damage perk for PvE can be Dragonfly with Moving Target and the Dragonfly Spec Mod. Moving Target will improve aim assist and mobility when aiming down sight. Dragonfly will cause an elemental explosion on precision defeats and deal area damage. The Dragonfly Spec Mod is a perfect addition and will extend the explosion radius to 4.5 meters and cause more damage. Firmly Planted can be a great alternative on the third row and will improve the recoil pattern and add handling and stability if one is crouching. Cool, let's display the endgame rows. Endgame recommends Fluted Barrel, which will improve handling and stability. Since the base range is very high, Particle Repeater can be applied to improve the stability even more. A possible Killclip role will harmonize with the Field Prep perk. Field Prep will improve inventory size, handling and especially reload speed if one is crouching, and harmonizes great with Killclip in endgame activities. Killclip will improve weapon damage if one is reloading after a defeat. The Major Spec Mod can be equipped and provide extra damage against majors and champions. Our awesome role can use the combination of Ionized Battery, Genesis and Box Briefing. Ionized Battery will increase the magazine size to 7 and will decrease the reload speed. This downside can be greatly compensated with Genesis. Genesis will regenerate the ammunition if the damage type of the weapon is matching with the enemy shield type and completely restores the magazine after breaking the shield or the barrier shield. Box Briefing is a available damage perk for endgame. After aiming down sight and not firing for 1.5 seconds, one will receive a range bonus and a 33% damage buff for the next fired shot. A little bit more range can be applied with the Projection Fuse, and Firmly Planted will improve handling, stability and improve recoil pattern if one is crouching. Wellspring is a highly ability supportive perk and will recharge used abilities on weapon defeats. And instead of Fluted Barrel, Arrowhead Break can also be applied, which will also improve handling and additionally provide a recoil improvement. This will contribute to a more consistent and reliable damage output. Great, now let's focus on PvP roles. A high PvP focus role can consist of small bore, projection fuse, firmly planted and box briefing. Small bore will equally improve range and stability, and projection fuse the range. Firmly planted can be used to improve stability, handling and the recoil pattern when one is crouching. Box briefing will increase damage and range of the fired shot if one is aiming down sight for 1.5 seconds and not firing. The targeting adjuster mode is a good addition and will improve the aim assist. Full range roll combines hammerforge rifling and projection fuse and has no downside. Moving target can also be recommended and will overall improve target acquisition and mobility while one is aiming down sight. Snapshot sight adds the erective factor and highly increase the aim down speed. A solid mod can be the counter bullets mod, which will improve the recoil pattern. What is your opinion and which roles would you prefer? Leave your opinion in chat while I'm live on Twitch or YouTube, or simply post a comment. If you would like to gain full access to all displayed media and artworks, you can join our gaming focused Discord community. Our links are down in the description. Thank you for tuning in, and please support me by liking, sharing and subscribing. And please check out my socials for the latest updates. Have a good one.